इनहेरिटेंस का आंसर आप भी दे रहे हो, आपका अगला कैंडिडेट भी दे रहा है, पिछला भी दे के गया। आपको क्यों सिलेक्ट करे वो? तो आपके जो भी आंसर्स आप बोल रहे हो, इट शुड अल्टीमेटली रीडायरेक्ट यू कि मुझे आपकी कंपनी में काम चाहिए। और एक इंटरव्यू क्लियर करने का सिंपल सा उसूल होता है, तो रेज्यूमे ऐसा बनाओ जिससे इंटरव्यूअर के लिए आसानी हो। सो व्हाई
Yes.
डोंट यू डू एमटेक फ्रॉम कंप्यूटर साइंस and then look for a job?
No, sir, I don't want 6 years of study span. I only want 4 years. Okay, for in 4 years, I learn the new technology and experience, gain some experience in a company of how the real life projects will work.
Hello Hitesh, a very good afternoon. How are you?
So fine, sir. How are you?
I am also good. Could you please tell me something about yourself and your family background?
Yes, sure, sir. So myself, Hitesh Tare, I am from Mumbai. Currently, I am pursuing my bachelor's degree from Electronics and Telecommunication from Terna Engineering College with current CGPA of 7.5 with no currently active backlog. I start talking about my family background. I currently live with my mother and my younger brother. And talking about my technical skills, I started my technical skills by using by Python because as this in sem 3 there was Python in my syllabus, so I start learning my technical journey with Python. Then I attend some webinars on web development, and I start interacting with Django as well as HTML CSS for front end part. Then by doing front end, I interact with React and Next.js. After that, as the start of 2022, all of a sudden, all other talking about placements. Then all of us are talking about placements. Then my friend suggests that Java is the most used programming language in company. Then I start preparing for myself for Java. And for recently, I start working on C for just to solve the pseudocode purposes. And currently, I also start learning the DSA using Java. And I last month I started solving problems on lead code, and currently I solved nearly up to 25-30 problems on lead code. That's it.
Okay. Which is your favorite programming language?
So as a favorite, I start my journey from Python, but I now familiar with Java.
Okay, you are more familiar with Java. Before moving ahead, before that, I just want to ask you, like being an electrical engineer, why you chose IT? Why you want to pursue your career in IT?
So as a period of lockdown, everyone was losing a job, and IT company is the only company who still stand on that. So uh, I changed my mind to the IT, and I start learning Python. I also feel the interest in the IT field also.
Okay. Could you please tell what is the most important feature of Java?
So OOPS concept is the most important features because it's widely used.
Okay, could you please explain me all the pillars of OOPS with real life examples?
OOPS are basic. Main pillars are OOPS are encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, uh, interference, and encapsulation, inheritance, encapsulation. Yes. And can I explain it in detail?
Yeah, with real life examples.
Inheritance, sir, means we have a parent class and we have two classes. We have one is a parent class and child class, and child have a ability to access all the members from a parent class. It is known as inheritance. And encapsulation is wrapping a data into a single unit and by keeping a data members private and member functions public. It is known as encapsulation. And about talking about abstraction, it hides the main it abstraction is hide the some basic implementation of a code, and we only see the basic implementation of a code. That is an abstraction. And talking about polymerization is it's as the name suggests, it has many forms. Then because of we can use polymerization with different data members. It has similar like inheritance. Basically we can say inheritance, from inheritance we can go through polymerization.
Okay. How many types of inheritance are there?
Multi inheritance
Okay.
in Java or in Python also.
Okay. In Java, I'm asking about Java. What are the
Mul-
types of inheritance?
Multi inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and single level inheritance.
Okay. How can we print a line in Java?
System.out.print.
Okay.
Or if you want next line, after the space also we use ln.
Okay. So why simply we cannot write print or printf or println? Why do we have to use system dot out? What is the system and out representing here?
Classes and the object, I think.
Okay, you mean system is a class and object is
Not,
an object.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Uh, how can we find the second largest element in an array? You are not allowed to sort the array.
Second largest element. Okay. First, we are start comparing an array one by one, and first we find minimum element, and just to do greater element that we have get the second largest element.
First, we will find the minimum element.
Sorry, second largest element, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Just find the largest element first, and just next to compare by doing again comparison, just greater to that element, just smaller to that element, we get the second largest element.
So, how can we find the largest element?
By comparing one by one. First we have used the for loop. So 1 second. I'm little bit getting confused about that.
Okay, suppose I give you a character array of size 100. Okay. Now, this character array can have any alphabet A, B, C, D. Any alphabet can come any number of times. Okay. So, we have a character array
Okay.
of size 100. It can have alphabets from A to Z. You have to tell me the program or the logic. How can we find the frequency of each element? Like A is occurring how many
Uh, so
times?
use
Yeah.
so using hash map we can do that easily.
Okay. Could you please explain?
So first we implement a hash map of character and frequency, and that we traverse one time. If we check if occurs for first time, then we put the frequency of one, and if occurs second time, then we go in else loop and get the frequency of the character by contain key, and we get add plus one, and then uh, put back to an hash map, and finally print the hash map.
What is the difference between an array and a vector?
Array and a vector. So vector is the concept of C++, I think.
Okay. Forget about it. What is the difference between array and linked list?
Array and linked list. Sir, in array, memory location is continuous, and in a linked list, memory location is a form of heap. We an array is for searching and for searching purpose. Array is taking a more time as compared to linked list, and an array is array store the address of linked list store the address of next element also, and array doesn't store the element of next element.
Okay. What are list and tuples in Python?
List and tuples. So list is the mutable, and list tuples are immutable. Yes. List is a mutable, and tuple we cannot mutable. We can using list we can append or delete the value, but in the case of tuple we can't delete or insert a value on that.
Okay. What is slicing in Python?
Slicing in Python is to print a string of if we want from first character to last character, or we want to skip some character in between, then the mention in the last part. Basically slicing is about in three different sections. First is to starting index, and last is to ending index, and third one is to we want to skip the part or not,
Okay.
for
Okay.
that purpose.
Like, what is the syntax for the slicing?
We have to given a string. Then we have to, so let's say we have to string as array arr, let's say, or anything, any name about it. Then we put the name, then we put the square brackets, and in the two colons, using colon we can uh, uh, print the slicing. We can
Okay.
do the
What is the
slicing.
use of final keyword in Java?
Final keyword Java, it is used to the final. It is the part of exception handling, I think so.
Okay. How can we perform dynamic memory allocation in C language?
So dynamic memory location in a C language is a form of stack, I think. Not sure about it.
Okay. What is normalization?
A normalization is to process to reduce the redundancy in a database. Basically, it decomposes the element uh, by using decompose the element. Basically, it reduces the redundancy of database tables using the decomposition, and there are 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, and BCNF normalization forms.
Okay. Uh, What is the difference between drop and truncate command in SQL?
Drops, we can drop the some rows on some rows based on the query, and where truncate used to truncate all the rows that are present in a tables. And drop is basically sorry, drop or delete volume.
Drop and truncate.
Sorry, you said drop or delete. Drop and truncate. Oh, sorry, drop is used to drop the table, and truncate is used to delete all the rows in a database.
Okay.
Drop a table or drop a
Okay.
database.
What is the difference between primary key and foreign key and super key?
A primary key is used to identify the row uniquely. Basically, there is a one only one primary key in in table, and foreign key used to connect between the two tables. It connects the two foreign keys of two tables, and super key is all the keys which are uniquely identities. Basically, we can say primary key is a subset of, sorry, super key is a subset, and primary key is a subset of it.
Can we have multiple primary keys in a database?
No, so we have only one primary key in a one
Can
table.
we have multiple super keys in a table? Can we
Yes,
have
sir.
multiple foreign keys in a table?
Yeah, so we can connect with one table with the two others.
Okay. Could you please tell me something about your projects?
So my first project I mentioned as a React clone. Basically, I used the front end part, which is based on React components, React, and Firebase tool is used on that. And for database purpose, Firebase store is also used. If you click on it, I also provide you the link of my project, and also GitHub code of my GitHub. So you can just click on it, and you can see a same page of at Netflix of sign in and sign up. Yes, you can put your email ID and password. If email ID or password is not corrected, then its error is thrown. It is from a Firebase only. If you log in for first time, you can click on sign up button, and you can go on a login screen on your home screen. Home screen there are same interface like Netflix, when you can watch only the movie trailers that is fetched from the React YouTube module, which I all pre-installed. We have the modules of React, and then you can enjoy the trailer only, but that's it. And we have also found the logout functionality also on bringing home page, and we also have the subscribe button, but that are only for dynamic purpose, that are not working. Only the main functionality of my project is to sign up functionalities, and how the and fetching part also.
Okay, so what
This is my
was the
first
team
project.
size of your project?
So basically, first project is my
I'm
individual
asking about
project, and
Netflix
second,
clone project.
okay. So this is my individual
Okay,
project.
this is your individual project. And what was the key learning? Like you might have faced a number of errors in the initial stages. So how did you overcome
Yeah,
those errors?
yeah. So first, while doing this project, I face a number of difficulties. Yeah, it's true. But I directly get the error in the console, and I directly put in the browser, and go and search about that. I go and YouTube about that in using Stack Overflow or YouTube some channels. They are uh, suggesting something, and try from that there.
Okay. What is an event in React?
Event in React. If you have to something event, let's say on click event, let's say we have on click event, the person who click on that event, then event they occur when whatever event you have pop-up function, or we have to render some page. That's are the event. On click, on off
Okay.
click, mouse mouse event.
Okay. So what are forms in React?
Forms, forms or
Forms.
components.
Forms. Forms.
Forms, I don't know about
How list
forms.
works in React?
List.
Okay. Could you please tell me something
uh,
about your machine learning certification?
Yeah, so this is from the college providers quantum learning certification from machine learning. It is but basically I learn over there supervised and unsupervised learning. Basically, it is linear regression and uh, k-mean clustering. We are in a group of two projects. Then I basically learns. My major role was in the k-mean algorithm part
Okay.
over there. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, do you have any idea about the sampling techniques which are used in artificial intelligence and machine learning?
Sampling.
Overfitting. Do you know what is overfitting?
Yeah, so overfitting, if we overtrain our model, then when we try to when we try the getting a output with our that means we have overtrained our model and we are trying to generate from output from our actual model, then it gave an error. That is an overfitting.
What is the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning?
Unsupervised learning provide group data, group and label data, and whether unsupervised supervised learning provide not in data in not in a group. Then unsupervised learning K means algorithm and clustering is used, and in unsupervised learning linear non-linear graphs is used, SVM is used in that.
Okay. What is the principal component analysis? PCA.
PCAs, I don't know about PCA.
Okay. Uh, why do you want to join our company?
So as I research about it, I I one second. Okay. So as I research about your company, I love your slogan, "Get the future you want," and I feel attractive over there. And about Capgemini, and I also heard from my seniors that the work and it's at the work profile is also fine, and we have you company we have companies have lots of achievements. Then that's the reason I want to join your company.
Okay. What is your strength? Like, why should we prefer you over other candidates?
I can I can freely get sorry. I What is your strength?
Okay, suppose
So easy. Okay.
October is going on right now. Your joining will most probably be coming after May, so you'll have be having 7 months of time from now, 7 to 8 months of time. So how you are going to utilize this time?
So I work on my skills that I am on poor, and try to try to study the company, which are the skills are there in the company, and start working on that. And as
Yes, and
yes,
okay, what is your
and start working.
short-term and
Yes,
long-term
yes.
goal?
My short-term goal is to currently I'm a fresher. I'm looking for a good company like yours, and then I want then if I get placed and then I start working on my technical skills as I'm the company in company training and try to give my 100% to the company. And my short-term goal is also to be a part of major projects in your company, such as like international projects and others.
Okay. If suppose if given an opportunity to be a lead of a project, would you accept this opportunity or?
Yeah, sir. I accept the
Okay,
opportunity.
so let us suppose after 5 years you are made the lead of a project, you are the leading the project, and you already have selected 6 members for your project. Okay, and you are in need of one more member. You have two options. You can either select a fresher. The freshers are equipped with latest technologies. Their enthusiasm is next level. They are updated, right? Their knowledge is fresh enough, so they are more enthusiastic and more fit to work in your project. But on the second hand, they are new, this is their first project. Second choice is you can select an experienced person. The experienced person are not good with latest technologies. Technically they are a bit low, but obviously their experience will help you deal with tough situations, right? So out of a fresher and
Yes, yes.
experienced, whom will you choose and why?
Sir, depending on the situation, whether it's a, I see whether what is the deadline. If deadline is something about near, then I choose the fresher one. If a deadline is something about something about a week or after, then I choose the expert one, because expert helps the other team members to guide and motivate them also, and what to main focus on.
Okay, what do you do in your free
Uh,
time, Hitesh?
Sometimes I watch cricket also, and sometimes I recently start reading the book
Who is
only.
your favorite player in cricket?
MS Dhoni or and Virat.
What quality of MS Dhoni attracts you the most?
So Mr. Cool is known for his Mr. Cool, for calmness for his, and that's quality I attract. And for Virat for aggression.
Okay. Being an electrical engineer, don't you think doing MTech from computer science and then opting for a job would be a better choice?
Yeah, I try for comms, but my criteria will not set us. my that means my percentage was eligible for that college from Terna college. It's eligible for other college, but I want that college, so I compromise on that.
No, no, I'm not saying. I'm saying that you have not, you wanted computer science branch, but you have not got computer science branch. So why
Yes,
don't
yes.
you do MTech from computer science and then look for a job?
No, sir, I don't want 6 years of study span. I only want 4 years. Okay, for in 4 years, I learn the new technology and experience, gain some experience in a company or how the real life projects will work.
Okay. Any bond shift or relocation related issues if you have?
No, sir, I relocate to anywhere. I would like to relocate because as I from born, I am there only. Then I'm happy to relocate.
Okay. How do you keep yourself updated with new and latest technologies?
So from YouTube, I start learning documentation also, and from documentation part, I start getting the concept and drop them on YouTube and start watching the videos or that.
Okay. Now this is puzzle time. I just give you a puzzle and then I'll be giving you 2 minutes of time to think upon it and you'll have to tell me the answer for the same.
Yes.
Okay. So the puzzle goes like this. That you have 12 coins with you. All the coins are uniquely numbered. Coin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up till 12. All the coins are equal in weight. Okay. Except for a single coin. This single coin is called as a defective coin, but you are not aware of this defective coin, that like which coin is defective. It could be fifth coin or sixth coin or seventh coin, or any coin can be defective. Okay. Now you are given a weighing machine, and this weighing machine has no grams in it, no 50 or 100 gram you don't have. You just have an empty weighing machine. Both the bowls, left and right bowl, is empty. You have to do all the permutations and combinations, put some coins on the left, some on the right, and ultimately find a defective coin. Okay. The condition is you are supposed to use the weighing machine the least possible number of times. Okay. So take your time and tell me the minimum number of times weighing machine has to be used at any cost.
So number of coins?
There are total 12 coins. Do you want me to repeat the
Uh,
question?
no, sir. No, I understand. Minimum time should be six.
Minimum number of times would be 6. Could you please explain how?
Sorry, maximum time will be six, or minimum it could be two.
Okay, so you are saying that only by using the weighing machine 2 times you'll be able to find a defective coin.
Minimum time. Yes, sir. Minimum time will be two.
Okay, so how can we do that in 2 attempts? Could you please
So
explain?
first I kept the coin on both side.
Let us assume the coin number 5 is defective. Okay,
Okay.
and now you can proceed. Okay,
So
yeah,
I mean, so sequentially fifth number.
yeah.
So then it's not possible in minimum two. It should be minimum three.
Okay, so how 3 attempts?
For fifth number is defective, right? Right. So I kept the both the coin on either side. If when machine is constant, then it is no defect, and then and keep another two coins. Then when machine is still constant, then it is not defective. Then place the fifth and sixth one. Then when machine is lying toward the heaviest strat, that means sixth heaviest one is one.
You have not understood the question. See, you did not know whether fifth coin is defective. Maybe 11th coin is defective.
Okay,
So
so
it's
that
not like you have to
minimum.
place
Okay, okay.
sequentially. You
Then
can place
okay, okay.
any coin could be defective, right?
Yes, yes.
And it's not necessary that you place only 2 coins. You can even place 4 coins on the left and 7 coins on the right, maybe. It's up to you.
The minimum
You
should be
can take
six
your time,
then.
no issues. Okay, minimum will be 6. How? Like first two will keep, then third and fourth will keep, then fifth and sixth,
Yes, yes, sir.
then seventh and eighth. Okay, okay, good enough. Uh, okay, Hitesh, it was lovely interacting with you. Your result will be communicated shortly via email. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Okay. ओके हितेश, मॉक इंटरव्यू एंड अब जल्दी से फीडबैक डिस्कस कर लेते हैं।
Yes, sir.
तो पहले तो मैं आपसे जानना चाहता हूँ, लाइक मेरा प्लेसमेंट होगा कोर्स, आपने एनरोल किया, आप उससे पढ़ भी रहे हैं, तो क्या फीडबैक रहा उस कोर्स का आपका?
So it was nice. I was weak in uh, data structures. I start.
आप हिंदी में बोल
Yeah.
सकते हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है, हिंदी में भी बोल
It's
सकते हैं,
actually
बी कंफर्टेबल है।
सर मैं पहले से डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स में पढ़ना मतलब थोड़ा वीक था तो उसमें से मैं डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स पढ़ना स्टार्ट किए, फिर मैंने सी आपसे सीखा जो आपकी जो प्रोग्राम लैंग्वेज है सी मैंने वहां से स्टार्ट किया एंड फिर वहां से मैंने आपकी सूडो कोड्स वगैरह सॉल्व करना स्टार्ट किए। तो सी पर सीखने का रीजन ही आप हो कि आपके वजह से मैंने सी लैंग्वेज सीखा है और उससे सीडो कोड्स स्टार्ट किया। एक्चुअली मैंने जावा स्टार्ट किया था बट सी लैंग्वेज मैंने नॉलेज गेट से सीखा है एंड ऑल एंड कैपजेमिनी आई फॉलोड दैट कोर्स एंड ऑल द गेम्स आर ऑल्सो ओके एंड मतलब सब सब बेटर है सब। मुझे भी रिजल्ट भी मिल रहा है उसमें से।
ओके,
सर एंड रिसेंटली मैंने
रिजल्ट भी मिल रहा है
जियो
तो यार
एंड
एक।
रिसेंटली मेरा जियो का
हम्म।
इंटरव्यू भी हुआ था बट उसमें ओनली ऑन ऊप्स के ऊपर क्वेश्चंस थे। तो वो सर उन्होंने कुछ 8 क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे। वो जस्ट एन एलिमिनेशन राउंड बिकॉज अभी तक उसका रिजल्ट नहीं आया। उसके बाद और 2 इंटरव्यूज होने हैं। तो उसमें से मैंने 8 में से 4 क्वेश्चंस तो राइट दिए थे और फोर्थ मतलब हाफ एंड हाफ राइट एंड हाफ हाफ रॉन्ग ऐसे कुछ थे। तो आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दैट।
ओके, ओके, ऊप्स का भी वीडियो पड़ा हुआ है, लाइक
यस यस
ऊप्स के
यस यस।
वीडियोस हैं कोर्स के अंदर, वो भी देख लीजिएगा आप। अच्छा, मॉक इंटरव्यू का क्या रिस्पॉन्स है, लाइक क्या सोच के आए थे, उससे बेटर डिलीवर हुआ या
यस सर बेटर
वाज
डेवलप
नॉट?
हुआ बट आई एम नॉट स्टिल इन कॉन्फिडेंस कि अभी मतलब थोड़ा लग रहा है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम जो प्रिपेयर करना है मुझे और अच्छे से मेरे को कंसेप्ट करना है। मुझे कंसेप्ट तो आ रहे थे बट आई कैन नॉट फ्रेम इन अ प्रॉपर लैंग्वेज सो आई नीड टू लर्न इन दैट मैनर।
ओके, तो आपने तो अपने लिए फीडबैक दिया, लाइक अभी मैं एक बार आपको फटाफट से मैं अपने साइड से जो इनपुट है वो दे देता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो रेज्यूमे की बात कर लेते हैं। रेज्यूमे में आपकी फोटो होना जरूरी है और आपके कॉलेज का आइकन होना जरूरी है, ठीक
ओके
है ना? दूसरा, आपने अपने पूरे रेज्यूमे में कहीं पर भी ये मेंशन नहीं किया कि आपकी ब्रांच क्या है। ये सारी चीजें जानना जरूरी होती है इंटरव्यूअर को पहले से, ताकि वो अकॉर्डिंगली अपनी
सर आई
फ्रेम मतलब क्वेश्चंस
सर
फ्रेम करके रखे।
सर मैंने अपडेटेड रिज्यूमे भेजा था तो उसमें फील्ड मेंशन थी शायद। शायद आपको नहीं कल ही भेजा था। शायद मैंने
अच्छा,
कल ही भेजा था
बट
अपडेटेड
जो
रिज्यूमे।
मेरे पास, ओके, और उसके अलावा 10th एंड 12th मेंशन नहीं है। हर कंपनी में एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया होता है, तो 10th एंड 12th के बारे में मेंशन्ड होना चाहिए, ठीक है? दूसरा, आपने ना जो प्रोजेक्ट्स मेंशन किए हैं उन सब में ना टीम साइज भी मेंशन करो और आपका रोल क्या था ये भी मेंशन करो, ताकि कई
ओके
बच्चे क्या होते हैं लिख देते हैं कि मैंने प्रोजेक्ट HTML CSS जावास्क्रिप्ट पर बनाया है, इस पर बनाया है, उस पर बनाया है। लेकिन पॉइंट क्या होता है, हो सकता है आपने केवल फ्रंट एंड पार्ट पे काम किया हो, बैक एंड पे ना किया हो, और हम क्वेश्चन पूछ लें उसके भी। समझ रहे हो?
ओके
तो इसलिए
हाँ
ये चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए कि भाई हम केवल मतलब हम अपना रोल लिखें कि हमने किस चीज पर काम किया है, किस टेक्नोलॉजी पर इस प्रोजेक्ट में काम किया है, ठीक है? उसके अलावा एक एक पॉइंट आ रहा था, वो है सीक्वेंसिंग का। देखो यार, क्या होता है ना, हमारा टास्क है इंटरव्यूअर के लिए चीजें आसान बनाना, ताकि वो बाकी कैंडिडेट के कंपैरिजन में हमको ज्यादा मार्क्स दे और हमको सिलेक्ट करे। आपको बाकियों से बेटर बनना है, इस बात को समझो। यही इंटरव्यू इज ऑल अबाउट दिस ओनली, क्योंकि जितने भी लोग क्लियर करके आए हैं, है ना, वो सारे सीरियस एस्पिरेंट्स हैं, तभी उन्होंने फर्स्ट राउंड क्लियर किया। अच्छा दिमाग है, और फर्स्ट राउंड क्लियर करने के बाद थोड़ी सी सिंसियरिटी बढ़ जाती है, क्योंकि भाई दे आर वेरी क्लोज टू विक्ट्री। तो यहाँ पर कंपटीशन थोड़ा सा बढ़ जाता है। तो द पॉइंट इज वी हैव टू बी बेटर देन अदर्स। तो रेज्यूमे ऐसा बनाओ जिससे इंटरव्यूअर के लिए आसानी हो। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, आपका नाम जान लिया, ठीक है, आपके बारे में जान लिया, आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है वो जान लिया। अब इसके बाद सबसे पहले आपकी एजुकेशन आएगी, भाई आपने क्या पढ़ाई कर रखी है, क्या नहीं कर रखी है। एजुकेशन के बाद उस एजुकेशन के बेसिस पर आपने क्या स्किल्स गेन की, क्या सर्टिफिकेशंस गेन किए। उसके बाद फिर आएगा कि भाई हाँ, ये इसके लिए सर्टिफिकेशन की हेल्प से मैंने ये पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट बना दिया। उसके बाद कुछ HR इंटरव्यूअर के लिए भी छोड़ो भाई, आपने हॉबीज नहीं लिखी, हॉबीज लिखो अपने रेज्यूमे में। अपनी सॉफ्ट स्किल्स में क्या क्या चीजें हैं, इफ यू आर अ टीम प्लेयर, इफ यू हैव लीडरशिप स्किल्स एंड ऑल, वो भी लिखो, ताकि HR भी आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सके अकॉर्डिंगली। और नीचे डिक्लेरेशन लिखो कि वॉट एवर इन्फॉर्मेशन आई हैव मेंशन्ड इन माई रेज्यूमे इज करेक्ट टू द बेस्ट ऑफ माई नॉलेज, ठीक है? एक बार आप मेरा रेज्यूमे देखना, आप जब मेरा प्लेसमेंट होगा के
यस
अंदर
यस
इंटरव्यू कोर्स में जाओगे ना, वहां पर मेरा रेज्यूमे प्रेजेंट है, एक बार देखना उसको, ठीक है?
यस यस श्योर
ये
श्योर।
हो गया। अब बात कर लेते हैं अपन अपने इंटरव्यू की। तो सबसे पहले तो इंट्रो पर मैं फीडबैक दूंगा कि जो आपने इंट्रोडक्शन दिया ना, इट शुड बी शॉर्ट, थोड़ा सा लॉन्ग था। पहले मैंने ये किया, फिर मैंने ये किया, फिर मैंने वो किया, आई डोंट केयर, वो मैं बाद में आपसे पूछ लूंगा, समझ लूंगा। बट इंट्रोडक्शन में आपको सिर्फ ये बताना है आपको क्या क्या आता है, फैमिली बैकग्राउंड और क्या क्या सॉफ्ट स्किल्स हैं, ठीक है? एंड वाई यू आर फिट फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर जॉब, दैट्स इट, ठीक है? ये दूसरा,
श्योर
टेक्निकली ऑब्वियसली यार यू विल हैव टू वर्क ऑन इट, है ना? तो टेक्निकल स्किल्स पर वर्क करना है, थोड़ा सा और उसको इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं और ब्रश अप कर सकते हैं। उसके अलावा एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है भाई, लिसनिंग स्किल्स थोड़ी सी बढ़ाओ अपनी। फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको पिलर्स ऑफ हूप्स विथ रियल लाइफ एग्जाम्पल्स पूछे थे, बट उस पर सामने से आपने पूछा सर शुड आई एक्सप्लेन देम? ऑब्वियसली आई आस्क्ड यू टू एक्सप्लेन, पहले ही बोला था एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए,
Yes, yes.
राइट? तो थोड़ा सा क्या इंटरव्यूअर बोल रहा है वो थोड़ा सा देखो, उसको सुनो, उनको रिपीट करने का मौका नहीं मिलना चाहिए, ठीक है? उसके अलावा इंग्लिश इज अ प्रॉब्लम बड़ी, थोड़ा सा वर्क करने की जरूरत है उस पर, और है ना? और इसमें भी एक चीज आप समझो यार, लाइक कुछ भी चीज है ना, उसको मतलब आप इंटरव्यू क्यों दे रहे हो, मैं तो आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, लेकिन इंटरव्यू का पर्पस क्या है एक्चुअली? आप कैपजेमिनाई का इंटरव्यू दोगे तो व्हाट इज द पर्पस फॉर दैट?
To get a well-paid job.
टू गेट अ जॉब, है ना? तो हम अपने टेक्निकल और एचआर स्किल्स बता रहे हैं, वो बताना पड़ रहा है, बट दैट इज नॉट द पर्पस ऑफ इंटरव्यू कि मैं टेक्निकल स्किल्स बताऊं या एचआर स्किल्स बताऊं। अल्टीमेट पर्पस इज टू गेट सिलेक्टेड। तो आपके जो भी आंसर्स आप बोल रहे हो, इट शुड अल्टीमेटली रीडायरेक्टिव कि मुझे आपकी कंपनी में काम चाहिए। जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपसे पूछा आपकी प्रेफर्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज क्या है, आपने बोल दिया सिंपल जावा। उसकी जगह आप ये बोल सकते थे कि जावा सर मेरी प्रेफर्ड प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, क्योंकि एज पर कोरा रिव्यूज एंड मैंने सीनियर से भी बात की है, आपकी कंपनी जावा पर काम करती है, तो मुझे आपकी कंपनी में जॉब करना है और मैं चाहता हूँ कि जब आपकी कंपनी में मैं आऊँ तो एक एसेट की तरह आऊँ, ना कि एक लाइबिलिटी की तरह, है ना? एक स्ट्रॉन्ग वॉरियर की तरह आऊँ,
Yes.
इसलिए मैंने ये चीज सीखी, है ना? तो वॉट एवर यू आर डूइंग सर, आज का समय फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट का है, एवरी कंपनी टेंड्स टू लुक फॉर अ फुल स्टैक डेवलपर, तो मैं आपकी कंपनी में आना चाहता हूँ एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर। कल के दिन आपको किसी भी फुल स्टैक डेवलपर की नीड पड़ेगी तो आपको अलग से हायरिंग नहीं करनी पड़ेगी, आप मेरे से एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं मेरे को फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट भी आती है। क्यों सीखी मैंने? ताकि आपकी कंपनी के लिए मैं फिट हूँ। जब तक आप 5 से 6 बार इंटरव्यूअर को ये चीज नहीं बताओगे, देखो आंसर तो सब सेम ही दे रहे हैं ना, इनहेरिटेंस का आंसर आप भी दे रहे हो, आपका अगला कैंडिडेट भी दे रहा है, पिछला भी दे के गया, आपको क्यों सिलेक्ट करे वो? आपके आंसर्स में रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स होने चाहिए, थोड़ा सा डिटेलिंग होनी चाहिए, और एक इंटरव्यू क्लियर करने का सिंपल सा उसूल होता है, इंटरव्यूअर जितने कम सवाल आपसे पूछेगा आपके चांसेस ऑफ सिलेक्शन उतने ज्यादा है, क्योंकि टाइम लिमिटेड है, सबका इंटरव्यू 15 से 20 मिनट में करना है। अगर आप अच्छे लंबे लंबे आंसर्स देते हो, है ना, तो अपने आप इंटरव्यूअर के पास मौका कम बनेगा नए नए क्वेश्चंस पूछने का। अब मैंने सबसे पहले आपसे जावा पूछी, फिर पाइथन पूछी, फिर सी पूछी, फिर डीबीएमएस में घुस गया, फिर रिएक्ट में चला गया। क्यों? आप इतने जल्दी जल्दी आंसर, इतने छोटे छोटे आंसर देके खत्म कर रहे थे क्या? भाई मुझे तो इंटरव्यू 15 से 20 मिनट चलाना है ना, मैं क्या पूछूंगा, मेरे क्वेश्चंस खत्म हो रहे थे। सो मेक श्योर गिव डिटेल्ड आंसर फॉर योर एवरी क्वेश्चन, है ना? अब उसके लिए टेक्निकली हमको स्ट्रांग होने की जरूरत है ना? तो
Okay,
थोड़ा
sir.
सा डिटेलिंग पर फोकस करना है, इन सब चीजों पर फोकस करना है, बाकी तो सब हो जाएगा, अच्छे से हो जाएगा, ठीक है?
Sure.
सो गाइज दिस वाज द एंड ऑफ मॉक इंटरव्यू। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं आपने बहुत सारी चीजें सीखी होंगी। यदि आप भी अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू शेड्यूल कराना चाहते हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको लिंक दिख रही है, मॉक इंटरव्यू बाय यश जैन सर, जाकर के अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू जरूर से शेड्यूल कराएं, ताकि मैं आपको बता पाऊं कि आपने इंटरव्यू में कैसा परफॉर्म किया और क्या क्या आपके अंदर स्कोप ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट है। वीडियो को लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, दोस्तों में शेयर करें। थैंक यू सो मच।